This is a short restorative healing practice to do any time when the energy is low or there is recovery happening in the body. So we're going to be focusing on a seated practice and really trying to use the breath to nourish the body and stimulate healing and help to create a little bit more energy in the body. So just start in a comfortable seat. So put something underneath your hips just to help lengthen through the sides of the waist and through the spine. And then have a little wiggle. Find a comfortable place where the leg bones can feel like they're just naturally drawing down towards the earth. Let the hands rest onto the knees. And then we're just going to draw the shoulders up as we inhale. And as we exhale, open the mouth and let them drop. And do that again, really drawing up on the inhale, lengthening. Letting out a big sigh or exhale, whatever feels good for you. Inhaling. And then do one more, but this time rolling the shoulders back. So big inhale. Then find that place of softness through the shoulders, across the collarbones and around the neck. And then just close down the eyes. So just focusing on the breath, breathing in through the nose unless there's any congestion. And just feel the temperature of the air as it comes in through the nostrils. And the temperature of the air warmed by the body as you exhale out. And just follow your natural flow of breath in and out. And begin to focus your attention to the inhale and the natural expansion of the belly. And you can place a hand there. Exhaling, feeling the softening. Inhaling. Exhaling. And begin to observe the muscles around the pelvic floor. So inhaling and drawing the breath into the belly. And as you exhale, there is a natural lift and drawing in around the pelvic floor. And just let that happen. Observe. If you don't feel anything, just send your attention around your pelvic floor. Around the pelvis and all the muscles which focus around this area. So inhaling, drawing in all that you need. And then as you exhale, feel the gentle compression as the belly button draws back toward the spine and the pelvic floor is lifting up. So drawing in and contracting around the vaginal muscles. Now we're going to draw a deeper breath up towards the chest. So take a nice nourishing inhale. Begin to feel the breath in the belly, then drawing up through the rib cage, all the way into the chest. And then take an extra sip of air at the top if you can. And then exhale all the way down, feeling the chest soften, the ribs come in, and the belly draw back toward the spine. Do another one like that. So first belly, then into the rib cage, then into the chest. Feel that natural pause at the top before you then exhale out. Chest, belly, ribs, and then belly. Do one more full breath. Observe that momentary pause at the top of the breath. And then exhale all the way out. Chest, ribs, belly softens and draws back towards the spine. And that momentary pause all the way at the base, the end of the exhale, before you draw your next inhale. So we're going to release the arms down by our side and take a big nourishing inhale and stretch all the way up. And then as you exhale, press the palms together, engage through the biceps and draw the palms down all the way towards your heart space. Inhale like you're drawing in all that you need, feeling that sense of energy coming into the body to heal and restore. Exhaling down towards the chest. Do one more big inhale. Exhaling down. Place the hands onto the knees and just do a few circles. So exhaling forward, inhaling to round back, exhaling forward. As you exhale back, tucking the chin in, inhaling forward, maybe lifting the chin to lengthen the front of the neck. Rounding the spine as you draw back, sending the chest and opening across the collarbones as you come forward. And then begin to rotate in the opposite direction and feel the warming that's happening around the pelvic bowl. So all the muscles and connective tissue, just sensitizing into this grounding foundation of the body. And then just find a neutral spine and let the head sink down on the exhale, chin in towards the chest. Taking an inhale and just let the head come to the side. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, take a breath as the head draws towards the opposite shoulder. And then exhaling, chin in towards chest as you roll the head. One ear comes towards one shoulder. Just do a few more circles like that, rhythmically with the breath. Inhaling as the head comes up. And then we're going to inhale, draw the arms up. And imagine that you're holding an imaginary block. You can hold a block between your arms if you wish. Like so. And press the palms into the block. We're warming the muscles of the shoulders. And just breathing into the chest. So first belly all the way up into the chest. To draw the breath all the way into the top of the lungs. And then we're going to take, as we exhale, the arms down and round the back. And we're going to inhale, draw up. Exhale, rounding. So you're moving the top part of the chest and shoulders and arms and the rib cage. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling, rounding. The spine draws back as the arms come forward. Making a nice round with the spine as you exhale. And inhaling, feeling like a vine that you're growing longer towards the ceiling. Then rotate the other way. Exhaling forward with the arms round in the back. Inhaling, growing tall. All the while feeling your foundation through the pelvis, legs and feet is stable and supported by the earth, the ground beneath you. One more big inhale at the top. And then just pause there. Let the shoulders soften with the exhale. Take a nice yawn and release the jaw. Soften the muscles through the face. Try to soften through the fingers. And just let the energy run with the breath. Feel the heat forming around the arms. And then exhale, begin to reach forward and extend the arms down. And just find a place here where your seat can be heavy, that it's not lifting. If you want to take the block away, if that feels better, do that. Just let the head be heavy, but allow the gaze to travel along the floor so that there is an intention with your focus and energy, that you're extending, you're lengthening, you're making space. And then tiptoe the fingers to the right to lean toward your right knee. Feel that stretch all the way along the left side of the body. And you can even creep those fingers slightly further forward. Continuing with that really nice healing breath. Feeling the lift of the pelvic floor as you exhale. And then tiptoe the hands all the way to the other side. Tiptoe the hands back to the center and walk the hands in. We're going to interlink the fingers and draw the arms up. And then as you exhale, lean the arms to the side. Inhale, lengthening through the side body. Exhale over to the other side. Take an inhale and lengthen the arms up. And then as you exhale, take them back behind you. So this time, interclasping the fingers just on the lower back, so the sacrum, the flat part, just above your butt. And let the hands softly draw together. Let the elbows be bent. Take a big inhale and breathe into the chest. And as you exhale, squeeze your elbows and your shoulder blades together. You can release the hands slightly back behind you toward the floor, or just keep them on the sacrum. But focus the attention on the shoulder blades and the elbows. Inhaling as you open across the chest. Breathing and creating space here with the breath. And then with the exhale, sending the breath down toward the pelvis as you draw the belly button back towards the spine and lift the pelvic floor. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, release the hands down. So we're going to take a big sweeping inhale up with the right arm and exhale it over to the side. Inhale here and then exhale to twist. Taking the arm, there's one arm either side of that left knee. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back as you reach the crown of the head forward like an inchworm. One more inhale. Exhale, tiptoe the fingertips all the way around so that you're looking over your right knee, hands either side of the knee. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, reach the crown of the head forward as you glue that left sit bone down. Exhale, stay there, opening and feeling the space across the chest. Then the next inhale, sweep the left arm all the way around so that you're stretching all the way from that left hip through to the left fingertips. Exhaling, softening through the shoulders. And then a big inhale. Take the hands down and just step the feet so that the soles of the feet come down to the mat. You might want to come off your block here if you're on one. Take the hands onto the shins, take an inhale and open the chest out. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. And then we're going to slowly slide the feet forward. Make sure that you've got height so that you can lengthen through the spine. And we're going to do some energetic exercises with the feet, and then we're going to work up the body to the shoulders and through the arms. So long legs, long spine. So give yourself enough height so that you can feel that release. Let the legs coming down. And then we're going to inhale and flex the toes. As we exhale, we're going to point them. Inhale towards your face, pressing the heels forward, and then exhale into release. Let the movement follow the breath. And try not to rush or become mechanical in this movement. Try to see it as a form of moving meditation. And feel the breath moving down toward the ankles and into the feet. And then begin to circle, so exhaling round and inhaling the toes towards your face. Again, slow and rhythmical. Feeling the energy, the breath running through the legs and feet. Inhale at the top and then circle the other way. Try to keep a sense of buoyancy through the torso. And the more that you allow the leg bones to really feel and be supported by the earth, the more that there is that rebound up through the spine. Take a big inhale at the top and then let the legs flop out. And then we're going to draw the feet in and we're going to come to sit now on our heels. So take anything that you need here. This might not be comfortable, so you might want to sit onto a block. You might want to have a cushion to sit onto. Can be really supportive. If there's any bruising around the coccyx or any perineal damage, or you have any soreness or pelvic girdle pain, you might want to sit on a rounded cushion or an inflatable ring so that there is no pressure through the center part. You can also do this on a birthing ball or one of these, a small version of an exercise ball. This is really nice to sit on too. So we're gonna again take the hands behind us, interclasp the fingers and draw the palms to your right side as you lengthen your ear toward that side. So the ear is drawing down towards the shoulder, same side that the hands are resting in towards the waist. And you should feel a stretch running all the way down the left side, the opposite side of the neck, into the shoulder. Imagine that this left elbow has got a weight which is helping to lengthen the elbow down toward the floor. And just follow your breath in and out. And take an inhale, take the palms behind you and open up as you stretch through the torso. And then exhale. The hands come to the left waist. Left ear comes towards left shoulder. And we're now stretching into the right side. Just let the head be heavy. It can feel nice to tuck the chin in slightly so the head is drawing forward. More a natural alignment with the shoulder. But just move in a way that works for your bodily alignment, your neck. Visualize breathing into the side of your neck. Visualize that sense of expansion, drawing more oxygen into that part of the body. And then as you exhale, like a flushing out of any held tension in that area. Take another yawn or stretch the jaw here to release the muscles through the top of the neck, around the ear. And then allow the hands to come away, give them a shake. So we're going to move into a Padma series, which is really good for strengthening the muscles around the top of the chest, the biceps. Particularly helpful for women if there is any sensitivity or soreness around the breast tissue at any time. So we're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to exhale and we're going to squeeze to make a fist. Inhale to open. Squeeze to make a fist. Try and follow the breath and begin to lift the pelvic floor as you exhale, feeling that sense of zipping in and up as the belly button draws back toward the spine. Next one, as you inhale, begin to draw the little pinky finger toward the outer wrist. As you exhale, the thumb comes in towards the inner wrist. This lateral rotation can feel quite strange, but don't worry if the movement is very subtle. Try to keep the wrist bones fairly level, parallel with the ceiling. Inhaling out, exhaling in. Then we're going to inhale the heel of the hand and then exhale the fingertips down. Again, feel the movement, follow the breath, radiate it out to the points with which you are working, the points of the body. And feel the breath like an energy flow or a wave, moving through, in and out, so that that rhythm begins to focus your mind and your attention. And the physical or exterior body is less the focus, and it's more an internal rhythm of energy and breath. And then open the palms. Make some circles, exhaling down and inhaling up. Begin to feel the heat which is radiating, energy, the breath, the prana. Exhaling down, inhaling up, and then begin to circle the opposite way. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Then turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, flex into the biceps. Inhale to open. Exhale to press toward the shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale in. And then inhale, begin to rotate the elbows up towards the ceiling. Exhaling down. The elbows come in toward each other and up towards the ceiling on an inhale. Exhaling back and down. So just follow your body, your breath, and let the movement again start soft. And as the body warms, as the shoulder muscles warm with the movement, repetitive movements, allow yourself to just feel into that. Then begin to rotate the other way. So inhale, back and up, and exhale, forward. You can round the spine a bit if that feels nice. Inhaling up, exhaling to round. Again, feeling that compression or drawing back of the belly button as you do that. Massaging and nourishing your spine, your vital system. Inhaling up. Exhale, open out. So this time we're going to open the arms to the side. We're going to take an inhale here, palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tips of the shoulder. Inhale, open out. Exhale, fingertips come towards the tip of the shoulder. Inhale, open out. As you exhale, like you're gathering that strength and releasing any tension or holding in the body. Inhaling, opening out to all that is here, all that is right now. And exhaling. Inhale this time, open out, turn the palms forward and begin to squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, round the spine and tuck the chin. Inhale to open out. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. The arms should be really heated. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. And then as you exhale, let the arms come down. Take a big sweeping inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down. So like wings, inhaling. Exhaling down. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling down. We're going to just do one last thing with the arms. So imagining that the arm bone is made of balloons. So you'd have one near the top, one in the middle, the bicep, and then one on the forearm. You could also imagine your arm like a feather, if that works for you visually. So what we're doing is we're working with the visual, emotional connection to build strength and suppleness as well in the muscles. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and begin to take the arm from shoulder height up towards the ceiling. And begin to imagine that those balloons are just allowing the arm to float up. And then as you exhale, it comes back down. As you inhale, the arm draws up. And as you exhale, the arm floats down. We're going to add in the other arm. Inhale, the arm floats up. Exhale, floating down. And this exercise is a real mindful exercise. Beginning to visualize and work with proprioception, so awareness of the body in space. But also moving beyond the sort of physical external body and feeling into the energy or life force that runs within us and then all around us. And so that we can absorb and take what we need from that, and that we're also always connected and adding to that energy or force field which is all around. Inhaling up. Arms are floating like wings or a feather or blue. Exhaling down. One more. This is a really nice exercise to do for even 2 minutes. And then exhale the arms all the way down and just feel into the arms. Close the eyes, let the palms rest onto the knees. And feel the heat that's being generated. Feel if the muscles feel heavier, maybe deeper and more spacious. So this sort of activity, the Padmuktasana and this visual aid, actually strengthens as well as increases flexibility, suppleness in the muscle and connective tissue around our joint capsules. So a lot is happening when we use the power of our conscious mind and movement and breath. So we're slowly going to come onto all fours, moving around to the side. And just allow the palms to come under the shoulders. If that feels too much or the wrists are tight, walk them forward. And you can also rest them onto a bolster or come down here onto your forearms. So we're going to take an inhale and lengthen our tail back as we draw our chest forward as if it's coming through our arms. And then as we exhale, we're round in the spine, drawing pubic bone toward our forehead. As we inhale, we're finding length. A full extension of that with the breath, rather than rushing through the movement. Exhaling to round. As we press everything into the earth and feel the full extension of our curving spine. Inhaling. Hips go back as the chest draws forward. Exhaling, really feeling the pelvic floor like it's lifting up toward our belly button as the belly button draws back towards the spine. One more like this. And then exhaling to round and doing some more circles now. Circling into the hips. And beginning to circle back in the opposite direction. And then we're just going to find a little bit more length and space through the chest. So it can be nice to have a block here, or a cushion and a block. You can lower the head down and let the arms come forward. It might be comfortable for you to lower the chest further down, or all the way down toward the mat, with the arms coming forward. And just let the heart melt here. Feel it melt down to the floor like a stone. Allow the body to soften. And allow yourself to let go of any holding. As we open the front of the chest. As we soften and breathe into all that we find here now in this moment. And then slowly press into the forearms and draw the arms up slightly. Reaching the right hand forward and leaning the head toward that lengthened arm. Stretching into the side body. And taking one more breath there. And then walking that hand in and stretching the opposite arm away as you lean the head towards that lengthened arm. And then slowly coming back to a comfortable seat. We're going to lengthen the legs forward. And we're going to step the right foot over the left leg. And just begin to squeeze in, hug in toward our right knee. So the abdomen, the chest are drawing in towards the right thigh. And you can begin to look in that, gaze in that direction. So the chin is in line with the chest. That's a nice twist. And also working into the right outer hip. And then keeping that leg lengthened away, allowing that knee to draw down toward the lower leg. So the top leg and foot, that foot is coming in towards the hip. And again, take whatever height you need under your seat to help elevate in this posture. Then we're going to draw the left arm up and bend at the elbow and take the right arm behind us. You can use a strap here or grab, if your fingertips are available, or your shirt top, whatever material you can grab hold of back there along the spinal line. Take a nice big inhale, and for you it might feel good right now to just be lengthened, to find space through the side waist, to feel the stretch happening through the shoulders and the hips. Or you may wish to adventure in a different form by drawing forward. Choose your own adventure and let it match the needs of your body today. Breathing being the optimal focus. So feel the breath coming in through the nostrils again. Beginning to notice the subtleties of the breath, so the temperature of the air, the feeling of the air as it comes in through the nostrils. And take one more full breath here. And then inhale to come up. Let that leg come forward and just flop the feet. And then we're going to swap sides. So drawing this time the left foot in and giving yourself a hug, a squeeze. Twisting, if that feels comfortable, toward this time the left thigh. And with the twist, we're inhaling to find length in the spine, and then as we exhale, we're squeezing in. Belly button comes back toward the spine. Finding some flexion through the foot. So heel is drawing away, toes up toward the ceiling. And then choosing your variation to either stay there or to walk that left foot in toward the right thigh and outer hip as the knee draws over the lower leg and the knee of the lower leg. So this time the right arm extends up, bending at the elbow, taking the left arm behind and choosing your adventure here. Find length through the spine, through the back of the neck, and then follow your breath. So beginning to come forward if you wish to on this side, or choosing to find length through the spine and staying upright. And again, connecting to that rhythm of the breath and feeling that nourishment that comes in with the inhale, like a flood through the body. Beginning to notice the breath moving to new pockets and new spaces, extending further beyond your immediate attention. So maybe it's drawing to the hips right now, to the arms, to the shoulders. Can you begin to extend and feel the breath as it draws down the leg all the way into the feet, to the tips of your fingers, to your jawline, to the front of your forehead. And as you exhale, just soften into what you find, the shape that you're making right now with your physical body, just melting with the breath. finding a pocket of space to ease into, like a puddle, gently rippling, and just gently unraveling, unfolding any holding or tension in the body or the mind. So take one more breath, and then inhaling to come up. Take the hands behind you, just either side of the hips, and let the legs come forward. So we're just going to tiptoe the hands back so the fingertips can face toward the feet. And then you're going to inhale and lift the chest. And stay for the exhale, energizing through the feet. Heels away, toes up towards the ceiling. And then flop the feet out side to side. And then just give your legs a little bit of a pummel so you can use your fists, or you can just use the palms of your hands. So it's a really nice way to drain out the venous and lymph blood and get fresh oxygenated blood into the legs, into the ankles, into the feet. And this is a great way to energize. So just rubbing and then we're going to come down onto our back. So making sure that you've got something warm. A pillow is nice for your head, and a block. And just making sure if there's been any abdominal tension, or you have any scarring or discomfort in this area, to roll down onto your side and then roll over. So we're just going to take a block. You can use a book here, and we're just going to do a restorative back bend. So soles of the feet are pressing down onto the mat. And you can have this on the setting that works for you, but only the lowest or the middle setting. So this would be the highest that I would go in this position, to just soften and find some space. So allow the block or whatever you're resting on to rest on that lower part of the back, the last 5 vertebrae of the sacrum. And then just allow the palms to either turn up towards the ceiling, or maybe rest them onto belly, or one to heart space, one to the abdomen. And follow your breath. And begin to visualize the breath moving through pools of colour. So around the hand that's resting on the belly, or just around the belly, a pool of yellow light. And each time you inhale, that light is expanding out into the abdomen. And with each exhale, the concentration and colour and vibrancy is becoming more intense, so that with the next breath, that radiating light can begin to perforate and move through beyond the abdomen, down the legs, into the soles of the feet. The radiating nature of that pool of colour is moving from the belly button out. Softening and releasing tension around the muscles of the back, around the pelvis, around the glutes. Taking one more breath here. feeling that flood of yellow energy and light moving through the body as you exhale, as the belly button draws down. And then just lift to release the block and let the knees come out to the side and the soles of the feet come together. Now you can take cushions or rolled up blankets underneath each thigh bone so that they can really soften and release onto that support if you need. And then just taking the hands to the heart space or down by your side, but beginning again to just feel the breath moving through the body. And beginning to visualize a green light, a green pool of light radiating from the heart space. And if this becomes uncomfortable with the legs, or this isn't working for you, you can rest the feet up against the wall like this. And be really restorative and very healing and settling to support really restful sleep. So this is another option. Begin to follow the breath in from the belly, drawing up towards the heart space. Feel the expansion of that green light as it expands into the chest, healing and nourishing, creating the opportunity for new growth. And as you exhale, beginning to slowly filter like vines or shoots or root systems through the body. Inhaling, drawing that breath and feeling that energy radiating from the heart space as you open the front of the heart. As the back of the heart space is supported by the earth, the ground beneath you. You can soften into that support and let it hold you. And that by surrendering to that support, there is space. Space in the body, an opportunity for unfolding, for new growth. And then slowly just release the body completely down to the mat for your Shavasana. It can be really nice to have something under the knees, so place a bolster or some cushions under the knees, just toward the lower thigh before the knee joint. Let the feet flop out to the side and the palms turn up. And just have a wiggle. Lengthen the back of the neck so the chin draws in slightly so that you can feel the whole back body, whole of the back of the body resting on the floor. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and let the breath come out of the mouth as you exhale. And have as many sighs or clearing breaths as you need to just allow the body to drop, to let go. And just allow whatever sensations to come without holding or attaching to any stories. Just continue to Come back to the breath, moving in through the nose and out through the nostrils. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling beyond the physical body, feeling and exploring your internal landscape, like the movement of water or air. Like a puddle, and the ripples slowly allowing any tension, holding, or gripping to ripple out and release. Continue to allow each part of the body to relax, from the feet and ankles, the legs, knees, thighs, top of the leg bone, all around the pelvis. That breath swelling and nourishing through the abdomen, the lower back, the back of the rib cage, front of the rib cage, back of the heart space, around the shoulders, front of the heart space, around the collarbones, and all the way down the arms into the palms of the hands, up into the neck, around the jawline, sides of the skull, the ears, facial muscles melting, ripples or waves of breath, allowing any tension around the forehead, back of the skull to soften and release. So the whole physical body is completely relaxed. And then allowing the physical body to rest. And just being with that sensation of pure pranic energy, chi, life force. And you might feel it as a tingling or a heat or a coolness, a temperature. You might see it as a colour, a humming or a buzzing. And that ever constant comfort, that rhythmical wave of in and out. Connecting our whole body. Our energy systems, our emotional body, and like stars in the sky, feeling that breath like clusters of stars lighting up all the way through our system. And the more that we release, the more that the breath can move freely and deeply, really nourish and heal and restore. for as long as you can, for at least 5 minutes. Allow yourself to really feel the benefits. And feel the energy flow. And move only when your body says it wants to, and then slowly, mindfully, you can come up to a comfortable seat.